What is up, YouTube kids? Most Primary back at you with yet another video. For those of you guys who are wondering what that video is that I just uploaded, some of you guys have been sending me a few emails. This past few days, I've been on vacation. I took a very much needed vacation because, honestly, I really needed one. And that was footage that I recorded the first night in the hotel with a friend. And we thought, let's put it on YouTube. But the Wi-Fi at the hotel was so slow and so bad, I had to wait till I got home to upload it, so that's why I was so late uploading. I would have originally mentioned that, but hey. Anyway, I'm back home in the office, where I belong, and now I'm doing another video. This time it is another WWE pay-per-view, Fallout, thoughts on type thing, and this time it's on Fastlane. Fastlane, the final pay-per-view stop on the road to WrestleMania. And the second one ever. This is only the second ever Fastlane pay-per-view. The replacement for Elimination Chamber. I guess WWE is retiring Elimination Chamber, and I guess this was brought on in its place. Doesn't really have a theme per se, but it just set the stage for WrestleMania. 7 matches were contested at the event. Hang on. 8, I'm sorry. 7 main card, 1 pre-show match. And like the last one, I'll break this down individually. The pre-show. Got something weird on my tongue. Kalisto and Del Rio, a 2 out of 3 falls match for the US title. I mean, most of the pre-show matches really aren't that good. I wasn't expecting that one to be good anyway. I mean, Del Rio won the first fall or Kalisto won the first one because Del Rio hit him with a steel chair. Del Rio won the second fall from pinning him, and then Kalisto won via pinfall, thus retaining the US title. I mean, it's nice we're seeing him built up as a singles competitor, but I think now that Sin Cara's back, he'll probably end up losing that title, so that way they can maybe give them a bid for the tag team championships. I really don't know, but hey, it's a WWE, anything can happen. Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks over Team Bad. I really didn't see this one coming. I mean, I kind of figured during the whole Divas Revolution, I kind of knew Team PCB was doomed to disband. I mean, with Charlotte winning the Divas title and Paige going after her, I mean, they had to do something with Becky Lynch. The whole Divas Revolution thing sort of died out anyway. I mean, Nikki's out with an injury. Team Bad is really the only team that was still operational, and then Sasha Banks got injured. And now they're turning her over as a face, allying her with Sasha Banks. I don't get it. Sasha Banks honestly seems like the diva that would always be like a heel. I don't know why they're trying to turn her face all of a sudden. I really don't know why they're doing this to her right now. But they are. They're turning Sasha Banks' face. She really should be a heel. I mean, I guess we've probably seen the end of Team Bad. Sort of. I mean, Sasha Banks was a big member. I mean, they still got Naomi and Tamina, so I guess they're not technically dead. But, hey, it was an interesting match. I really personally wasn't interested because, I mean, I just didn't care. I wasn't interested. But, yeah. Kevin Owens defeating Dolph Ziggler. This came as a shock. I mean, I knew if they wanted Dean Ambrose to be in the main event of Fastlane, or even the possibility of headlining WrestleMania, he's going to have to lose the frickin' IC title first. Because anytime I've noticed someone with a minor league title going for a big one, they usually either lose it or they hang on to it, or they lose the opportunity to hang on to their minor title. I've noticed it on several accords, and honestly, I didn't think Dean Ambrose I didn't think that the title was going to change hands. It's way too early now. I mean, I think someone's going to fight Owens for the belt and win it from him, but I didn't think it was going to be Dolph Ziggler. I felt that was kind of a throwaway. But, I'm not going to nitpick, but I just didn't feel like that match was, going to change hands. I kind of figured Owens was going to retain. Big Show, Kane, and Ryback defeating the Wyatt family. Now that I enjoyed. I enjoyed seeing three guys who had been missing for a while. I'm guessing this is Big Show's face turn. It could be not. I really don't know. I'm glad that Kane is finally back after an injury, and I'm glad Ryback is going strong too. I'm not really digging his new look, though. I'm not used to seeing him just in the trunks, the knee pads, and the shoes. I'm used to seeing him in the full unitard, so it's definitely a different look. Some people have compared him to Goldberg for that. But, I mean, it was a good fight, though, you know. I mean, there's still the possibility that Braun Strowman could fight The Undertaker at WrestleMania. There's still a couple other theories floating around, but it was good seeing the big guys fight each other for the while. Charlotte defeating Brie Bella. This one, I was talking to my buddy Josh on Twitter. We were talking about how, like, the whole match, Brie was just using Nikki's moves or clothes. Or she was just using Nikki's moves, and she was wearing Nikki and Daniel's clothes. Like, she had, like, Nikki's top and bottoms, and Daniel Bryan's kick pads that he wore at WrestleMania 30. I mean, yeah, I get it. It's part of showing that you're part of your family, but, you know, you gotta be original every once in a while. And, well, those clothes, I don't really, I think Nikki and Brie, even though they're twins, I think they might be different sizes. Because I noticed a couple parts when Brie was bent over. Hang on a second. What's this? Drop something. But either way, I kind of like you could tell, like, when Nikki was, like, when Brie was bent over a couple times, you could kind of see some of her panties sticking out the back of her trunks or her panties. So, you know, I really didn't think she was gonna win. Honestly, with Ric Flair at ringside, you kind of know that Charlotte's always gonna win. So, you know, I'm not liking the fact that Charlotte is Divas champion, but I kind of wish someone else was. But yeah. AJ Styles and Chris Jericho. We've seen this match, what, three times now? I think it gets old after a couple rounds. I mean, how about someone else rivals with AJ Styles to let him build up? I mean, we're on the road to WrestleMania. Let's get a new guy to fight him. Something that would actually make a good rivalry. I mean, we've seen Chris Jericho and AJ Styles twice. This was the third time. How about we move on to someone who actually would pose a credible threat to AJ Styles? Someone who actually deserves a good opponent? But that's just me. Social Outcasts and R-Truth. Or Curtis Axel and R-Truth. I didn't see this coming. I think they just threw this together just because they weren't ready to go to the main event. I don't care, personally. I mean, I do not care for the Social Outcasts. I really don't. You know, and this thing with R-Truth and Goldust, I'm not really amused by it. That was a throwaway for me, just waiting for me to get to the main event. And the triple threat match. Now, let me break this down for you guys a little bit. This was made the night after the Royal Rumble. Stephanie McMahon announced on Raw that Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, and Brock Lesnar would face each other in a triple threat match, and the winner would go on to face Triple H in the main event of WrestleMania. Dean Ambrose and Brock Lesnar were actually the favorites because, for one, we were in Dean Ambrose's hometown of Cleveland, Ohio, and everyone just likes the Beast Incarnate. I was kind of hoping for Roman Reigns to win. I literally just finished watching it, but the reaction really, I have a feeling it's going to be last year all over again because people were not happy. I mean, there were people booing in the arena, and even Triple H coming out to, you know, with the title on his shoulder really didn't seem to help the mood at all, so I have a feeling that this is going to be a repeat of last year's Mania. You know, people aren't really going to be in Roman Reigns, and they're going to be all for Triple H. But, you know, we still have another month or so. We have 42 days, so anything could happen between now and then. I thought it was a decent pay-per-view. I wasn't expecting anything too spectacular, but it's just something that's hyped up over WrestleMania, so no harm, no foul. What did you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Guess that's about it. Later, guys. I'm out of here.